All right, let's get into this really bizarre and honestly tragic story out of rural Thailand. It's a case that completely blurs the lines between a heartbreaking crime and the totally surreal world of social media fame. And that's really the big, baffling question at the heart of this whole thing, isn't it? How does this happen? It's a question that puts a police investigation on a collision course with the power of public opinion, and a family's grief is just caught right in the middle. So our story starts in this quiet, pretty tight-knit farming community called Kok Kok. It's the kind of place where everybody knows everybody, and on what should have been just a normal Monday morning, everything gets shattered by something completely unthinkable. Okay, so first, let's talk about the disappearance itself, the event that grabbed the entire nation's attention and kicked off this frantic search. It happened so fast. You're talking about a window of just 38 minutes. While her older sister was literally just a few meters away, 3-year-old Alawan just vanished. And get this, the family dog, who apparently barked at everything, didn't make a sound. That immediately suggests that whoever took her was no stranger. So after this frantic, village-wide search with hundreds of people out looking, a local mushroom picker makes this absolutely heartbreaking discovery in a place nobody would have even thought to look. The search was over, but the mystery, well, that was just getting started. Right away, the location of the body told investigators one thing for sure. This was no accident. There's just no way a 3-year-old could have gotten there by herself. And this is exactly why police were so sure she was carried. I mean, look at this path. It's treacherous for a grown-up, let alone a toddler. You've got a dense forest, a slippery cave. It's a journey that no 3-year-old could possibly make alone. Not a chance. And all the other evidence was pointing to one really chilling conclusion. Someone Alawan knew and trusted must have led her away. I mean, she was too young to undress herself, and her parents were adamant she was terrified of the forest. She just wouldn't have gone in there willingly with a stranger. So, with all the evidence pointing to someone she knew, the police investigation pretty quickly started to zero in on one particular family member who was very close to Alawan. Out of about 14 initial suspects, and these were all trusted family members or close villagers, Chaipal Wipo was the only one without a solid, verifiable alibi during that critical 38-minute window. Everything came down to this specific slice of time. The police had to know exactly where Chaipal was between 9:11 and 9:49 a.m. because whoever took Alawan, they did it right then. And this is where his story just completely falls apart. Chaipal claimed he went straight home from work, but you've got multiple people, including a child witness, who say they saw him at or near the house, directly contradicting what he was saying. And here's the real kicker. Chaipal tells a monk he's visiting that the little girl is missing, right? He claims his wife called and told him, but that was literally impossible. His wife was on their only shared cell phone at that exact moment, trying to call the girl's parents. There's no way she could have called him, which means he knew Alawan was missing before anyone had a chance to tell him. But just as the case against him is getting stronger and stronger, with evidence mounting and witness statements piling up, this is where the story takes a turn that, honestly, nobody could have ever predicted. So while the victim's family, including her own mother, are publicly pointing the finger straight at Chaipal, he doesn't go into hiding. Oh no. Instead, he goes on this massive media offensive. He starts appearing on national television, just calmly and forcefully saying he's innocent. And, in a culture that can sometimes be skeptical of the official story, his cool demeanor was really compelling. For a lot of people watching, he just seemed more believable than the authorities. And just like that, a whole new career was born. It was absolutely surreal. This personality cult, fueled by YouTubers and online media, just grew and grew around the prime suspect in a murder case. He's starring in music videos, walking fashion runways, signing these big endorsement deals, all while he's under active investigation. His supporters started flocking to his house, showering him with gifts and money, totally convinced of his innocence. And the tragedy, it turned this quiet, grieving village into a national media circus. The lines between a crime scene and a backdrop for content creators just completely vanished as YouTubers from all over the country descended on the village. So for over a year, while Chaipol's fame is exploding and his online fan base is defending him nonstop, police lab techs are working tirelessly on the one piece of physical evidence that could definitively crack this case wide open. So the key here wasn't just finding Olawan's hair in his car. I mean, that could maybe be explained away since she'd been in his car before. No, the real key was how that hair was cut. The police used this technique called tool mark analysis to compare the cut hair found in his car with the hair they found up on the mountain. And this was the forensic smoking gun. The analysis showed that a strand of hair found inside Chaipol's car was cut at the exact same 26-degree angle with the exact same tool at the exact same time as the hair found with Olawan's body on that mountain. This was it, the direct, physical link between the victim on the mountain and the suspect's car. So, in December of 2023, based on this mountain of circumstantial evidence, the collapsing alibi, and now this damning piece of forensic evidence, the court delivered its verdict. Chaipol Weepot was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to 20 years in prison. But in one final, just bewildering turn, the story still wasn't over. Chaipol posted bail and walked right out of the courthouse. Under Thai law, a defendant can actually remain free during the long appeals process if they're not considered a flight risk. So to his cheering supporters outside, the guilty verdict was just another chapter, not the end of the book. This case just leaves us with two broken families, a village turned completely upside down, and this really unsettling question about the strange, powerful intersection of tragedy, celebrity, and the search for truth in our wild modern media age.